Hudson and Rex is now standing at a point where it has never been before, complete uncertainty. And honestly, everything that is happening right now feels like the final chapter of a show that once had so much life. Because when you really think about it, this is not just about a character leaving. This is about the heart of the entire series being removed, and the show never recovering from it. The moment John Reardon stopped appearing as Charlie Hudson, something immediately felt off. At first, fans tried to stay hopeful. We all believed that it was just temporary. After everything John went through, especially his health battle, it felt natural to expect a strong comeback. And when he confirmed that he was ready to return, that hope only grew stronger. It felt like it was just a matter of time before everything went back to normal. But instead of a return, we got silence. And then suddenly, everything changed. The introduction of a new lead character was already a risky move, but replacing Charlie Hudson completely? That was something no one was ready for. And the way it happened made things even worse. There was no proper goodbye, no closure, not even a clear explanation within the story. It was like Charlie Hudson just disappeared, and the show expected fans to simply move on. But fans did not move on. In fact, this decision created one of the biggest backlashes the show has ever seen. Viewers who had followed Hudson and Rex for years suddenly felt disconnected. Because the truth is, the show was never just about solving cases. It was about the bond between Charlie and Rex. That connection was the soul of the series. And without it, everything started to feel empty. Season 8 made that very clear. Even though the show continued, something was missing in almost every episode. The energy was different. The emotional depth was gone. And no matter how much effort was put into new storylines or characters, it just did not feel the same. Many fans even said that it no longer felt like Hudson and Rex at all. And that is where things started to get really serious. Because when a show loses its identity, it becomes very hard to recover. And the reactions from the audience proved exactly that. Ratings dropped, discussions online turned negative, and more viewers started questioning whether the show should even continue. Now, with Season 9 reportedly already filmed, the situation has become even more complicated. Because this time, there is no mystery left. John Reardon is not coming back. And without Charlie Hudson, the biggest question is no longer about what will happen next in the story, but whether fans even care enough to watch it anymore. And this is where the situation becomes even more shocking, because everything we are hearing about Season 9 only makes things worse. According to multiple reports and behind-the-scenes hints, Season 9 of Hudson and Rex has already been filmed. Yes. Completely finished. And the most unbelievable part? It was filmed before the full backlash of Season 8 even exploded. Which means the production team made all their decisions, without really knowing how fans would react. And now we know how fans reacted. They were not just disappointed, they were angry. Because what happened did not feel like a creative change. It felt like the show completely ignored what made it successful in the first place. And when fans started speaking out, asking questions, demanding answers, there was almost no response. No clarification. No reassurance. No hope. Just silence. And that silence is what made everything feel even worse, because usually, when a show faces backlash like this, the creators try to fix things. They listen. They adjust. They at least try to win the audience back. But here, it feels like the opposite happened. It feels like the decision was final. And that brings us to the biggest confirmation that changed everything. John Reardon is not returning for Season 9. Not as a surprise. Not as a cameo. Not even as a small appearance. Nothing. And once that reality sinks in, it completely changes how you look at the future of Hudson and Rex. Because now, there is no maybe. There is no what if. The one thing fans were holding on to is officially gone. And honestly, this is where many viewers simply gave up. Because they were willing to wait. They were willing to be patient. But they were not ready to accept a version of the show without Charlie Hudson. And without that emotional connection, every new episode just feels like something completely different. Almost like a different show, using the same name. And that is a very dangerous place for any series to be in. Because once viewers feel disconnected, it becomes incredibly hard to bring them back. Even if the story improves. Even if new characters are introduced. That original bond, once broken, is almost impossible to rebuild. And now, all eyes are on Season 9. Not with excitement, but with doubt. Because the real question is no longer what will happen in Season 9. The real question is, will anyone even watch it?